Simone Scott. I am a founder of SheChef. I'm also executive editor at America's Test Kitchen. I'm a food stylist and TV talent.
Hi, I'm Chimere Ward, owner of Clean Plate Company and co-owner of SheChef Incorporated.
The inspiration behind Summer Nights was really based on Chimere and I's friendship in New York City for the almost 10 years that I lived there. I am of Black American descent. Chimere is Black American and Caribbean descent. And we both really enjoy food. And I think one of the most phenomenal things about New York City is that you can have almost any kind of cuisine your mind could possibly make up at any given time. And we just felt like that was the thing that really made New York City such a special place, you know, the variety that it offers. And we wanted our dinner to reflect our love for the culinary scene in New York and just like our love for food.
Born and raised in New York City. I was born in the West Village, and being a New Yorker, I'm so proudful because of the melting pot. Everyone knows it as a melting pot of all these cultures. I used to live around Little India. I spent summers in Harlem, lived in Brooklyn. I basically lived in every borough of New York City, and having Caribbean American heritage just makes me really, really proud of this menu. All these flavors, they really hit home. And I'm just proud to share this menu. SheChef is proud to share this menu with you.
I'm really excited about this menu for so many reasons, but one of them is to like celebrate the diaspora, right? Like I'm from Midwest, you know, I'm from Detroit, and it's quite a cultural experience in Detroit that often gets overlooked, but we have a beautiful Mexican American and Mexican community. We have a large Greek Orthodox community. And a lot of these foods are things that I grew up eating and was very excited to come to New York and see it really explored on a larger plane. So although it took Chimere and I a lot of time to really brainstorm and figure out how we could really represent each other and also the women of SheChef with this Supper Club event, I'm really happy with where we landed, and we are so excited to present this dinner to you. And we hope that you enjoy it and that it takes you on some type of nostalgic trip down memory lane for yourself and your family.
I am so excited about our first course. We have a falafel with beef tzatziki, roasted garlic hummus, and micro sorrel. This dish makes me so happy because it reminds me of the halal trucks in New York City where we get our lunch from on a daily basis. All right, so next we have our escovitch style fried fish and coconut rice and peas. This kind of reminds me of the region of Brooklyn. It's real Jamaican, real colorful, real bright, sweet, salty, and also with the hint of vinegar. It's really a great punch for your taste buds. Our third course resonates very well with me because I'm a Trinidadian, my roots. So we have a Trini doubles with pepper and tamarind sauce and mango papaya slaw. It's really delicious. It's also vegan, and the sauce is spicy and sweet. Oh, it's just a great combination. Last but not least, we have a gluten-free peach cobbler with cornmeal biscuits. Very Southern, very Harlem, crispy, but also with the soft, sweet peaches. Great textural experience. Cinnamon just reminds you of like your grandma's Sunday summer peach cobbler. We all have those before. And also, one more thing to drink, we have an almost nutcracker for all our uptown folks, Dominican, Washington Heights. We've all had experiences with nutcrackers. They land you on your back, you're done for the day. Just make sure you drink some water with it, but also have it with some nice ice and keep it chilled. It goes great with some nice vodka, so enjoy.
The diversity of this menu was actually extremely important to us. You know, it's really important that we look at food as a way for voices to be heard, you know, and I think it means a lot to people to see their cultures represented on a plate. So it was almost a no-brainer for us because, you know, Chimere and I have different backgrounds, obviously. And also the women of SheChef come from, I mean, as far as London and Canada to as close as right in Brooklyn, right? So we just wanted to make sure that we were creating something that could potentially also just take people on a trip, right? We just got off of over 12 months of COVID lockdowns. And we wanted to give people all the foods that they probably missed because they can't be in the streets, right? So it was kind of like a nod of respect to street food, but also giving a huge nod and respect to the cultures who bring street food to the United States, who bring their culture food to the United States, and are making a living off of that, right? Like, we really need to go back to supporting those people, you know, our communities, helping the food world get back on their feet. And this is just to remind you that these foods are out there and you should go out and be supporting your neighborhood. SheChef is a social enterprise and networking organization for women chefs of color and our allies. I started SheChef in 2013 because there was a huge lack of representation of women of color in the workforce after I left my culinary training program. And I went to school with a lot of women of color, and I just didn't see that representation there. Having been a former social worker, I decided to kind of do some research and figure out why that was. And when I started to find women who were still in the industry, I decided to create a support group, if you will, for them. And it has evolved into many things over time. Right now, we have a nebulous of education, a little bit of networking, a lot of connecting, a lot of teaching people about the types of careers that are available in culinary arts. SheChef was really held and sustained by some very early members, Chimere being one of them. And so in 2019, when I decided to bring on a co-founder, the very obvious choice was Chimere, who at that time had been running successfully Clean Plate Company. Both of our companies have the same mission and vision of supporting young people or people in general who are actually looking to either transition into culinary or enhance their culinary careers. So it was just absolutely, again, a no-brainer to bring Chimere on and to support and be co-founder of SheChef.
When I found Elle's information and saw that she was having this big launch of a SheChef event, it just sounded like something that I needed to go to, simply because it was her. Someone like her is just important to have by your side as far as excelling in a career in culinary, because we really don't have much support, and we don't even have much friendship support. So to have it all in one and just be able to connect and just meet and learn about other people and share information, like, what more can you ask for? As far
if you would like to support SheChef, you can follow us on all social media platforms. We are at SheChef Inc, SheChef Inc, on Instagram and on Twitter. We are also SheChef Inc on Facebook. We would appreciate you following us and helping to grow our communities. In our Instagram profile, you'll see our Patreon account. So follow and then click that. There'll be ways that you can donate if you support the idea of growing and supporting women chefs of color in the culinary industry. We also will have some events coming out. They'll be digital until we're fully transitioned out into the world, but you will be able to find all of this and more at hershechef.com or at SheChef Inc on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. I want people to feel reconnected. I want them to feel comfort, because it's comfort foods. And I want them to feel inspired to get back out into the world and, continue to explore and advance their palates, in the world. I hope it reminds them what it's like to have food that doesn't necessarily come from your own kitchen.
Hi, I'm Chef Chimere Ward.
And I'm Chef Elle Simone. And we hope you enjoy your night in.